Hello folks, Mike Openshaw here. Was going to discuss a little bit about the basics of using masks and using them in the common areas. My background with virology is my first career, and quite a bit of time around the medical community makes me a little bit familiar with good approaches for you to use masks when you're required to. Now I know masks seem to be such a topic of discussion, but when it really comes down to it, if you use them wisely and use them appropriately, it's not that much of a bother to actually use them. I personally prefer to use the disposable procedure masks that are available in stores now. Very common. Walmart's got tons of them. Anyway, I normally prepare fresh ones, put them in a little baggie like this, have them folded like this because you need to fit them properly over your nose. Since it's a fresh one, take it out and use the wire. Make sure it's properly placed. We all get tired of seeing people who are not wearing masks properly. There's the little wire, pinch it down over your nose. Make sure it's pulled down, make sure it's pretty snug around the face. This mask will be somewhat protective. These masks are not 100%. Never ever think I'm telling you that this is going to keep you 100% safe from getting COVID-19. What it will do is it will reduce your chances of getting it or spreading it to somebody else if you're asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic with COVID-19. Those are the conditions that have caused a great deal of problems around the country, and this is why they're asking people to mask. Now, one of the subjects that comes up is surfaces and the like, the surface of the mask and everything else. As you see, I'm talking through this mask. You can actually talk through masks. People who pull them down just drive me nuts. People who wear them below their nose drive me nuts. I'm not going to accost them on the street about it. But you need to wear your mask properly for yourself and for the people around you. But it's simple to breathe through. I showed a video of me literally playing, after playing 3 games of badminton, wearing one of these. It's not that hard. Breathing through it is easy. See how it moves? Anyway, okay, go in, store, do my shopping, 15-20 minutes wearing the mask, no big problem. Go out to my car with my bags of stuff that other people have touched. I've touched the keypads and other surfaces in the store. First, understand surface transmission of COVID-19 is very uncommon outside of hospital type environments of very high viral titers. They've found almost no surface transmission that's occurring on this. So surfaces are less a problem. Now, good hand sanitation, good surface sanitation is always a good idea for any time. Improving our hand sanitation and our surface sanitation is a good thing in general, so let's just do that. Simple. But I go out to my car, I get in my car, I'm still wearing my mask, put my groceries in the seat beside me, and then you take off your mask, you take it off from the ear loops. Take the ear loops and you pull it off like this, and you set it aside. I normally set it on my little plastic bag. Then that's when I pull out the hand sanitizer. I've touched surfaces, I've touched my mask, I've touched everything else. I sanitize my hands with my little bottle of sanitizer. Very simple. I'm done. I'm as safe as I can reasonably be, which is not 100% by any stretch of the imagination. Okay? I may someday come down with COVID. If I do, well, that was my odds. But taking reasonable precautions like this and doing the reasonable things is not that hard and should not be something we're fighting so much about. Just do it. You might ask what I do with this mask. This is a disposable mask. Technically, you throw them away. I do tend to reuse my mask. The mask was contaminated. How do you reuse it? Well, I live in Texas and it's summertime. So I take that mask and I throw it on my dashboard in my car that sits out in the sun for about 2 or 3 days. And by God, if some virus is badass enough to be able to survive 3 days on a dark dashboard in the Texas sun, it's welcome to come and kill my ass. Anyway, so that's my humorous point for the day, but it's just a way of sanitizing to some degree. Cloth masks can be used. Cloth masks need to be treated as the same basic personal hygiene that you at least practice with underwear, that you change them daily, that you wash and clean them very thoroughly before reuse. The person who wears a mask for 3 or 4 days or a week, a cloth mask, that person's just looking for trouble. They don't need to be doing this. Again, it's basic personal hygiene. Practice it. It's simple. These simple new things we have to do because of this pandemic, they're not that onerous. Just, get along with it, and hope you have a good day, and we'll talk to you another time.